Hey, it's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to Life Mastery Decoded for women and women entrepreneurs, where I help you decode the struggles in your life in the areas of health, wealth, and relationships with mind mastery and meditation tools and techniques so that you can live the life that you're proud of. Welcome to today's podcast. Hey ladies, it's Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. Welcome to today's podcast, where I hope to be finding you calm in the eye of the storm. Today we're going to be talking about how you can achieve this calmness that we're talking about, that I'm trying to engage with you, and how do you do that? And if you are not doing that, then it is my intention in today's episode that I give you one inspiration, one nugget of inspiration towards your transformation to be able to be the eye of the storm. And that is the calmness inside the tornado that we call our daily lives, because we are busy, we have jobs, we have kids, we have dogs, we have pets, and we have things that are on our calendar that we have to constantly be taken care of, right? We have school that's going back or not going back. We have virtual kids in our household. We have dinner to make, groceries to get, and oh yeah, somewhere in there I need to take a shower. And oh, this girl on this podcast wants me to meditate every day. Are you freaking joking? Where am I going to find that? And I have one thing to share with you. I have a lot of things to share with you, but this one thing in particular I'm going to ask you, are the things that are currently filling up your day, bringing you the peace, the abundance, and the love that you are looking for? Are those things that we pile into our 24-hour day bringing us the results that we want? When I heard that, it was actually from a retreat leader when I was looking at doing women's retreats, which I will tell you, that is in my future. Once I start really getting going with the direction I'm headed in and building a following, we will be doing retreats. And I hope that if you are listening to this podcast in the near future, a retreat is in your future and that you will attend with me. But I was listening to this coach, and she was talking about putting on retreats. And I remember her saying to us as a business person who wanted to do this, wanted to put on these retreats, is she's saying, listen, the stuff I'm asking you to do, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort to get it going and to build your business. However, everybody has 24 hours in a day. It's a matter of what you do with those 24 hours that makes the life. Because our lives are made up of moments, one moment after another, 1 second after another, minute by minute, adding up to hours, to days, to weeks, to years. And now you're 40, 50, 60 years old. What do you have to show for the hours and the weeks and the months that you have lived so far? And as much as I hate that, I hated hearing it, it was also very empowering, because I'm like, she's right. Because I'm doing stupid stuff in my day that isn't getting me the things that I want. It's not getting me the results. And I'm asking you now, from this other space of where I am trying to compartmentalize my day and say, okay, these are the things that are important in my life. These are the things that I want to have results. You know, I have two young boys that are still living with me. Cameron is going to be 12, I think in 4 days. You know, by Friday, he's going to be 12 years old. And Brandon is 15, and he'll be 16 in July. And my oldest, Bob, who's 26, is already out of the house. You get little blinks of a lifetime to be spending with your kids. You get little blinks of a lifetime to be spending with your family. And little blinks that turn out to be the results that you want. So where are you spending your time? You can always make more money, but you can't always make up time. So those things that you're doing, are they giving back to you the results that you want? So I ask you, the video games, the Facebook searching, the sleeping in, or going to, I don't know, eating crappy food isn't getting you the health that you want, is not spending that quality time with your partner where you're laying in bed, scrolling through Facebook, not talking to each other. How is that deepening your relationship and your connections? What about the pets that you have in your life? Are you giving back to them? Are you taking them for walks? Are you rubbing their belly? Are you playing catch with them? Are you teaching them new tricks? Because eventually they're going to be gone. And are you going to have regrets? If you are 99 years old and on your deathbed, what would you be regretting? Who do you want to be spending quality time with? What do you want to be creating in your life? What experiences do you want to be experiencing? So when I ask you, when I say, you have to meditate, you have to put your intentions out there, you have to journal every day, you have to set up some different habits, and you go, I don't have any time for that. And I say, what are you doing with your time? And is it getting you the results? So I've got a few simple yet powerful tools to use that I have used in my daily life going forward that is absolutely making a change and an impact in my life every single day. Every day. My relationship with my boys is getting better. My relationship with Amy is getting better. My relationship just with myself feels amazing if I can do these things every day. And I will tell you one thing. If you do these every day, your life will change. I guarantee you. But if you do miss a day, you will feel the repercussions of it. It is quite annoying when it happens. And I have experienced it. And I have come to the conclusion that as long as I am staying out ahead of it, and the it means just my vibration, I am staying out ahead of being in control, setting the intention, and putting my mind in the direction I want it to go in. I am being proactive in my life instead of reactive. When I'm reactive, I'm like explosive. The way I react to things, it frustrates me, and it is hard to be around me. But if I can set the intention, if I can create those daily rituals that take 2 to 5 minutes throughout my day, I am much happier, calmer, easy to deal with, but easy to be around. But also it's easier for me to deal with the things that happen in life. Okay, so here's one of the things I want to put out in front of you. And one of those things is your daily rituals. How many of you who have full-time jobs get up, get a shower, brush your teeth, put on deodorant, get your coffee, and go out the door? Now, if I was standing in front of an audience, I would ask you to raise your hand. But how many of you are doing that? Where you just get up and sprint through your stuff, and you get in the car, and you drive to work. And then I'm asking you, in your commute to work, what are you listening to? What are you filling your head with? What are you doing with those little precious moments of time, that commercial break of your day from home to work, that segment? What are you putting in your head? Wouldn't it be best to put something powerful? Wouldn't it be best to put some intentions out there? And that's what I'm going to ask you to do. So starting to create rituals. Now, I'm also understanding that you guys, you have kids, you have busy, busy, busy lives. So do I. Cameron has been home full time. Brandon has finally gone back to school. Amy is working full time, and I'm home with Cameron. And I don't know if you guys know us very well. I'm a complete introvert. I can spend days and days completely by myself. I absolutely love it, and I enjoy my own company. Cameron, on the other hand, hates to be alone. So when he's doing work, every 3 minutes, he's coming out and talking to me, and he's coming out and interrupting me, and he's coming out and talking to me, and he wants to hang out, and all of that is great, except when I'm trying to build a business. So I have to structure my day in a way that allows me to be able to focus on these things. And that's what I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you to, put your kids in a playpen and then not talk to them all day. I'm asking you to compartmentalize your day. I'm asking you to spend concentrated effort for short periods of time to get maximum results. Concentrated efforts, short periods of time to get maximum results. That's what we're talking about. So how do we do that? We are talking about creating rituals. We are talking about creating small 2, 3, 5-minute rituals that start to keep you, like your brain, your thinking, out in front of you. So picture yourself walking on a sidewalk. This is the timeline of your life. And we talked about, and I mention this one all the time because it's so perfect in our analogy and what we're talking about every time when we're talking about your vibration and your mood and just the things that you're trying to create in your life. And when we talk about this timeline, it's from the episode Stop Throwing Poop, and this is episode 3. So if you're walking on the sidewalk and you're wanting your day to unfold a certain way, you have to be in charge of your emotions, your thinking as best as you can. This is all about, how do I gauge what I'm thinking about? Well, I have to think about how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling like crap, well, then I must be thinking like crap. So now I'm going to deliberately change my thinking so that my mood changes. Remember, and we do that with our vibrational scale. If I'm a 1, what do I have to do to be a 2? And it could be some really small thing. So now if I'm walking on the sidewalk and I'm walking, I want to throw, let's say it's fairy dust, some big, beautiful, glittery thing. And I love the magical world, but just as an example, I could either throw dog poop and then get mad that I step in it, or I could throw fairy dust and be absolutely amazed with the things that happen in my life. Now, this might sound a little poo-poo or woo-woo to you, but I'm absolutely 100% being truthful with you, because I have done it. I have lived it. And I used to throw dog poop, and then I would get mad at everybody that I was thinking everybody around me was throwing dog poop into my day. The guy in traffic, the way my mom talked to me, the way the teacher talked to me, the way my brother pushed me when we were on the bus, the way that kid did that, the way this person did that. None of that is true. None of it is. But if I was in control of my own vibration, then those things, remember, they either can't exist, you don't notice them, or you raise the vibration around you. So I'm walking, my job is to throw fairy dust. Now, how do I do that? What are some of the rituals I can create? In the morning, you could be saying your intention cards. So Amy and I have this ritual. Sometimes we do it. It depends on when we're together. I do mine in the morning when she's at work, but we do them after breakfast when we're together on Saturday and Sunday. And we get our journals, we get our intention cards, and we read them aloud, and we take turns reading them. And then we just kind of feel into, and we ask each other, what number are you? I'm like, I'm a 4. Okay, let's read our intention cards. Okay, what does this one feel like to you when you read it? Do you feel the block? So we have this conversation about that. And I would recommend that you get somebody that's like that, who can be your accountability coach or person, or your accountability buddy. Now, I'm trying to create that in our Facebook group. So this is the Facebook group that is titled Lady of the Mind. This is Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. However, I do feel like I'm going to be changing it but the link will all be the same, but is Life Mastery Decoded, because that is the name of the podcast. And the community isn't about me, it's about all of us. And it's about being able to support each other. And so if you want to be a part of this community, then it is Life Mastery Decoded. Find us on Facebook. Okay. So, and then you get somebody to help kind of hold you accountable, and they just can text you throughout the day or send you a Facebook message. Hey, how's it going? What's your number? What do you got to do to be a 4? Right? All of that can help us just kind of center us and get us present. So the rituals of us reading our intention cards sets the tone for the day. How long does it take you to read a couple of intention cards on a 3x5 card? So we get these really beautiful color 3x5 cards. We have all these different color markers. You can make it as beautiful as you want. And then you just read one. I mean, and these cards are like, I intend, my business is getting easier and easier. I am letting go of the pain in my body and allowing health to flow. So it's just as easy as that. And if you come over to the group, I am creating intentions. I put them out there all the time. I'm going to be creating a PDF that you'll be able to download that'll be in the files area. And if it's not in the files area, because I don't have my computer in front of me, it'll be there and you'll be able to download it. And it's all these powerful intentions, and they're all ones that work beautifully. Okay. So then the next is writing in your journal. Now, Amy hates to write in her journal. We got her this beautiful journal and these really cool gel pens, and so you got to make it easy for yourself, and you got to make it fun, or you're not going to do it. And so you get this journal and you literally write 2 sentences, and it's just, how is your day so far? And what is your intention of what can you do to make your day better? It really, 2 or 3 sentences. How long does it take you to do that? Not very long. But if I tell you doing even just these 2 things sets the stage for your day, would you do it? If I could guarantee you that you now, as you're walking on your timeline sidewalk, and you're throwing the fairy dust because you did your intentions, and then you take a few steps. Then you throw your journaling out there. And then on your commute to work, you're listening. Maybe you're listening to my podcast, or you're listening to other inspirational people that are filling you with high vibrational words. That will change your life. If you can commit to doing that for a year, you will change your life. One of the other things I would recommend that you do is at the end of the day, as you lay your head on your pillow, is you go through the successes of the day, the things that you are grateful for. What happened today? What was so awesome today? What did you do today that was so great? Even if it was just minor, make sure that you say it, because you're telling the universe, I'm expressing this and I want more of this. So if you could give me more of this, that would be awesome, right? That's what you're saying. You can also set reminders in your environment. So we have candles that are set up all over the place. I have my meditation station is set up. I've got 3 meditation stations in my house. And I've got one right here where I'm at downstairs. And I have one upstairs in the bedroom. And I have a small one that's by like my workspace that's in the living room. All I have to do is look at those things. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, go back and listen to Meditation is Woo Woo, and you will understand that it's just about placing beautiful things for the purpose of raising your vibration. That's it. Things that you love to be around. Like I love mala beads, I love incense, I love statues, I love candles. So I place those strategically around the house. Now, why? Because I know that if my mood is starting to sink, I am no more than 6 feet away from a meditation station. I can walk right to it and I can just start to be with those items. With the intention, with the purpose of raising my vibration. That's it. That's it. These are all of the things that should be happening throughout your day. Another thing that I do is I set a reminder on my watch and on my phone that every single day they go off at 2 different times. One is later in the morning and one is later in the afternoon. And all it says is meditate. And it immediately brings me to this present moment to be grateful for where I am, to be grateful I'm still on this planet, and to guide me towards helping those women and women entrepreneurs to create the life that they want to live and a business that they are proud of. And that reminds me, and it puts me in this present moment. Am I always perfect? No. Do I struggle with emotions too? Yes. But do I remember to use those tools? Yes. And that's why I'm sharing this to you. Do I have results from every single tool that I am sharing with you? Absolutely. And am I a better human, a better woman, a better mother, a better businesswoman, a better partner because of it? Absolutely 100%. Absolutely 100%. So the phone reminders are another fantastic thing. Is your phone just vibrates and you just know, just get into that vibration. Now, all of these things have one thing in common, and that is to create you in this present moment. Because remember, all of our emotions and our experiences and our happiness and our joy is in the present. But so much of the time we are spending in the past or too far in the future. And I am guilty of too far in the future, but I work with a lot of clients who spend a lot of time in the past. There's trauma, there's sadness, depression, there's things that happened in their past that they can't let go of. And I'm telling you that it's so important to be able to release that energy. Let it go. Let it go. And okay, so we are talking. When we are calming the mind, it is hard to do when you have all these kids, all this stuff to do. I get it. But you also, if you're a mother, you also have to understand that you are their role model, and they are seeing you and they are watching you. Like Cameron starts to talk about meditation because he hears me talk about it. And there's times where I get really overwhelmed because I talk really fast and he talks really fast, and sometimes we create chaos together. And I say, okay, listen, I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to go and meditate because it's something I need to do right now. So I want you to, find something to do, or go read a book, or I don't know, go play with the dogs outside, whatever. And he has a hard time with that, or he has for several years. But he's just recently started to kind of understand that there isn't just this one person in life. And that's me as this person in going through this experience. So he's thinking everybody is social, so everybody wants to be around me. And of course, that's not always the case. He's an extrovert and I'm an introvert. I get my tank refilled by spending time alone, where he gets his tank refilled by spending time with other people. So it has been a constant struggle in working with him to trying to be where he can become his own best friend. So if you have some differences like that with either you and your partner or you and your kids, you just start to communicate with them. Now, if your kids are really little, like babies or toddlers, and you can't really communicate, then you do this meditation on purpose when they're sleeping. It will benefit you and it will benefit them. Because I tell you, if I continue to push through life and I'm not meditating and I'm not using my meditation station and I'm not setting intentions, I can be a bear to be around. I start kind of sinking back into my old habits. And I start to complain about things. I'm not inspirational. I'm not happy inside. I'm stressed out. I'm overwhelmed. And it just goes on and on and on. And I want you to be able to experience the same or similar, a powerful transformation that I have. And in order to do that, we have to start strategically placing those things throughout our day to remind us to get in this present moment. So let's just recap. So we're starting about rituals, creating habits. Where can you put these habits in your life? You take a snapshot look at your day. What time are you getting up in the morning? Where is your day? What are your segments? When can you start plugging some of these things in? When can I do journaling? When can I do intentions? When can I just sit and listen to a meditation? When can I just play with and be around my meditation station? When can I light a candle? When can I, enjoy a wonderful, luscious piece of chocolate and be present with that chocolate? It sounds ridiculous, but this is where you're becoming one with the energy of who you are right now. And you're throwing the fairy dust out on the sidewalk, right? It's such a crazy analogy, but I just love it because it so gives the picture of what it is that I'm talking about. You can throw dog poop, but then you can't complain about stepping in the dog poop, right? So throw the fairy dust. This is how I would advise you to calm your mind during busy times. And I hope you got something out of this. And I do hope that if you want that accountability buddy, that you come over to our Life Mastery Decoded Facebook group and join us over there. I'm going to be posting a ton of stuff and valuable stuff. There's going to be guided meditations. There's going to be ritual checklists. There's going to be stuff in there for you and resources that support you in your transformational journey. Thanks for listening, and if you liked this episode, please take the time to like and share. Also, please visit me on my other social media pages. I'm on Instagram, Jen Mack, Lady of the Mind. I'm on Facebook, where we have this community titled Life Mastery Decoded, and it's a community of women and women entrepreneurs where we come together to support one another in sharing our successes and struggles. You can also check out my YouTube channel, where I share my teachings and my personal journey, and it's simply titled Jen Mack, JenMac. Have a great day, and I hope to hear from you.